Think high heels are just a fashion statement for the red carpet? Think again. These shoes were born on the bloodiest battlefields of ancient history. Before they were a symbol of glamour, they were a piece of military technology used by fierce Persian warriors to dominate the ancient world. In the 10th century, Persian cavalrymen didn't wear heels to look tall. They wore them to lock their feet firmly into their stirrups during battle. This simple invention allowed archers to stand up in the saddle, providing a stable platform to shoot arrows with deadly and terrifying precision. Without heels, a rider would slip and lose balance. With heels, they were a mobile weapons system that no infantry could ever hope to escape. When Persian diplomats arrived in Europe in 1599, they brought this exotic footwear to the courts of kings, sparking a massive fashion revolution. European aristocrats were instantly obsessed. They saw the heel as a way to look taller, more imposing, and literally superior to the common people. The heel became a symbol of status. If you wore heels, it meant you didn't have to work in the fields or walk through mud. King Louis XIV of France, known as the Sun King, was only 5'4". He used 5-inch heels to project power and absolute royal dominance. Louis XIV passed a law. Only his inner circle of favorites could wear heels painted in a specific expensive shade of bright crimson red. This was the world's first VIP pass. If your heels weren't red, you didn't have access to the king's most secret and powerful meetings. Women soon began to copy the trend. In the 17th century, women started cutting their hair short and wearing heels to look more masculine. They weren't trying to be feminine. They were trying to seize power by adopting the visual symbols of the most powerful men in Europe. In Venice, the trend went to the extreme with chopines. These platform shoes could be up to 20 inches high, making walking almost impossible. Women wearing chopines needed 2 servants just to hold them up. It was a literal vertical prison designed to show off family wealth. But then came the Enlightenment in the late 1700s. Men decided that fashion should be based on reason and logic, not flashy displays of ego. This was the great male renunciation. Men abandoned jewelry, silks, and high heels forever, switching to flat, practical leather boots to look more serious. High heels were left entirely to women. Suddenly, the shoe that once symbolized a fierce warrior became the ultimate mark of delicate femininity. For over 100 years, heels stayed relatively low and modest, hidden under long Victorian skirts where they couldn't be seen by the public. Everything changed after World War II. The world wanted glamour again, and designers looked to modern jet technology for inspiration and new ideas. In the 1950s, Roger Vivier created the stiletto. It wasn't just a shoe, it was a masterpiece of physics and high-end aeronautical engineering. Before the stiletto, wooden heels would snap if they were too thin. Vivier solved this by using a solid steel rod inside the heel. The name stiletto comes from an Italian dagger. Like the weapon, the shoe was sharp, dangerous, and could pierce through almost any surface easily. The pressure from a stiletto is immense. A 120-pound woman in heels exerts more pressure per square inch than an adult African elephant. In the 1960s, airlines had a major problem. Stiletto heels were literally punching thousands of holes in the aluminum floors of passenger airplanes worldwide. Many public buildings actually banned women from wearing stilettos unless they used rubber heel protectors to stop the total destruction of floors. But why do we keep wearing them despite the pain? It's all about biology. Heels change how you walk and how your body looks. They force the back to arch, the chest to move forward, and the legs to look longer. It's a complete physical transformation in seconds. Psychologically, height is linked to dominance. Even today, being taller makes a person feel more powerful and in control of their entire environment. The red-bottomed shoe made a massive comeback with Louboutin. He famously used his assistant's red nail polish to paint a prototype sole. This accidental discovery turned into a billion-dollar brand, echoing the red heels of King Louis XIV from hundreds of years ago in France. Today, the world of high heels is more diverse than ever. From chunky platforms to needle-thin stilettos, the options are endless for everyone. It's a story of how a tool for Persian warriors became a royal law, then a feminine icon, and finally a modern engineering marvel. So the next time you put on a pair of heels, remember, you're not just wearing fashion, you're wearing 1,000 years of military history. What's the next everyday object you want to see the secret history of? Let us know in the comments below right now.